Good evening, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Des the Enforcer and Ange, a lovely panel here this evening. We may have one more, Michael, and see how we get on. I'm going to run the video because I always tend to forget this, and we'll take it from there. Okay, here we go. She can do this, she says.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
There is no room for error in this title race.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
Maybe fancies for sure. Right! Oh, God, finally! Trossard scores! There's the chance and there's the goal!
I saw all these people die.
A dagger to the heart of Arsenal!
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Arsenal might! Arsenal just might!
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
And Arsenal are running riot here!
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
They are intent on going all the way!
Whatever it takes.
On the streets of North London, they dream their dream!
And that was that.
That's cool. That was cool.
It's so cool, isn't it? It's like it really gets to your bones. It's like it really like pumps you up, and
I feel I need to be at my local Odeon at this point. No, it's really
That
good.
would be good on I agree with you, Ange. That would be good on a big screen.
Yeah, it would.
yeah. Well, you know what, Glenwill, you'll have to choose another one soon.
Maybe slightly condense it, just slightly.
Yeah, it's about a minute and a bit. So, but guys, what do you think? Because there was one thing that I picked up in this this little video. They're running riot now. I don't think they ran riot last night.
No.
They weren't even jogging last night, were they?
Exactly right. It was just what was your take on it, Des? Go on.
Oh no, ladies first, Ange, please.
Okay,
No,
go on,
please.
Ange. Throw it
Right,
out there.
I'll keep putting it out there. Sorry, you can all shoot me down. I'm not a fan of men's Champions League. All about the money. We never win it. Next, prove me wrong. But I thought I'm going to go with an open mind. Yep. Yeah, that's the best I can say. A very mediocre game. We'll come to what was the big part of that game that made it. So I think we were all probably falling. I certainly felt like I was falling asleep, and suddenly the wow factor happened, and that was the best of it. It had something, but not enough. I don't even know what analogy do I use here. And I was actually on a watch along, and they're a nice little crowd, and we all started talking randomly about food. That's how bored we were.
Can I interrupt you there? Welcome on board, Mark. Great to have you on the show.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello, Mark.
I do apologise for being late. Hi, thanks everybody. Sorry for being late.
It's okay, no worries. We're just talking about yesterday's show, and Ange was just having her say on it.
Brilliant.
And how exciting it was that they ended up talking about food.
Yes.
So what was your take on it then yesterday, Mark? Yesterday's lovely flamboyant Champions League game that we had.
I've got to watch my language when I say this, but it was the most.
Yeah.
It was the most sexiest, dirtiest George Graham football that I've ever seen in my life. And I loved it.
I love it.
And I loved it. I
Right.
loved it. I loved it. If Arsenal Football Club are going to go to the next level, they have to do this.
Yeah.
And so I'm proud. I'm proud of Arteta. It's just,
Sorry, can I stop you there? Because who's your Scottish team?
Arsenal.
No, talk again. Who's your Scottish team?
It used to be Dundee United. I'm
All
not
right,
Scotland
give you that
Rangers. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not
I'm a
Dundee.
wee bit of a Rangers girl, just saying.
No, don't do that. Get the Rangers going right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, my heritage, my
I'll take you for a cup of coffee and a cake, and I'll get the Rangers
right,
up.
okay.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. No,
Just
it's
want to say good
Arsenal.
evening
It's
to
purely Arsenal.
Emerson. Good evening, John. Good evening, Michael. Yeah. Shame I haven't got any popcorn here, but you carry on.
So,
It's good.
Sorry. Tate, come on, finish up then, Ange.
Pardon me?
You
no,
finished?
I'll do my bit. Mark,
Go on.
welcome, mate. We do work together, don't we? So we know each
Yeah.
other. These ladies are lovely. I've known them a while. You'll get on fine with them. Right, last night's match. Here we go. Jesus, first 15 minutes, brilliant. After that, non-existent. What else? Very flat game. It was one of those games, something's going to happen, and it never quite did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I've got to say, Raya, that double save, that was even better than the last one he did.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I will say this, Raya, in the last 5-6 games, has saved us, has been man of the match. I would say he's been man of the match for most of the games, bar one, which was Gabriel on Sunday for the North London derby.
Yeah.
Shows how important that lad is. But also, I was a big Rambo fan, right? Ramsdale.
Yeah.
I was a big Rambo fan. I saw you did as well, Ange. I supported the boy. I was a bit surprised when what happened. But I know this is old news now. But you've got to say that David Raya has established his place between the sticks. You know what I mean?
Sorry, can I just stop you there? I'm big on goalkeepers, and it's I'm old-fashioned. It's all about the penalties, and this geezer can do it. And I love Rambo because Arteta made me. I didn't know who he was next, but he's all about saving penalties, whatever you want to call them these days. He can do it.
And I'm also an old goalkeeper myself. I used to be a goalkeeper when I used to play. Yeah, and a lot of people, no disrespect to you guys, but I'm speaking generally. A lot of people really don't understand how important the goalkeeper is. Yeah. They do tend to take the goalkeeper for granted.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they do.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, and they deserve it, right? But we're always talking about the 4 people in front of him and how good they've been. Yeah. That you got to remember, and Rambo was the same. He's the commander of that back 4.
Yes.
What he says basically goes. You know.
Well, I was actually with somebody last night who made a comment. He's just a goalkeeper. What does he know about? Well, no, he trains just as much as the rest of the team do. It's not like he just stands there and he goes left, right, or jumps up.
Listen, I've never played football, but who are the two, one end to the other? You've got a goalkeeper and you've got your striker. Everybody else, they can slate off whoever, but they are the two polar ends of the spectrum, aren't they?
Yeah, but what you've got to also remember, guys, and Mark, you might agree with this, right? Raya may not make a save all game, but if he makes that one critical save, critical save, he saved the game. There's no other way of putting it. You know, at the end of the day, you've got to put what we're tending not to do as a fan base, and I'm being general. We don't put respect on people's names.
Yeah.
Well, 100%. See, when we made that move, where I was against it. I was Des, I'm the same as you. I was total Ramsdale. I wanted Ramsdale to be in, but what we saw was the distribution from Rhea was incredible, and because the way that he controls the ball at his feet stops attacks and shots at our goal. And people just see it that he just saves shots and all the rest of it. There's a lot more to his game.
Yeah. He did have a slip up yesterday as well. Raya had a slip up yesterday. Did you notice?
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was like
But that was minor compared to what he did.
Well, I mean, the Atalanta player was right there. Their striker was right there. You know, had he just gone down a bit more, that player would have had the ball and the goal. It would have been a goal.
But once again, it's all about just at times you get lucky. And my God, as Gooners, come on now. At times we get lucky. Next. Here's what it is.
But I've got to be honest, Lookman was taken care of. He didn't look a threat all night, to be honest with you. I don't know what you guys thought, but I don't think he looked a threat. But I've got to say this. I am worried about Martinelli. That lad needs a goal. He needs a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting concept because I'm still heartbroken about it.
I mean, it's almost like he gets nervous when he gets in front of the goal now.
Do you know what? He'll get his match. You can just trust the force. He'll get his match.
I'm not against the boy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against the boy. I want the boy.
No, I get that.
I love him. He's lightning in a bottle. But at the moment, genuinely, he needs a goal. And it's like last night, Saka was missing Odegaard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't even start me on the Disney Prince, and he really is my captain. Because
he's mine, mate. I've got him on the back of my shirt.
He's a captain.
Yeah,
and he's a player.
Everybody says, how can he be a captain? He doesn't shout. He doesn't do this. A real captain doesn't need to.
No, I mean he is the last. No, I love Declan Rice. He is a fabulous signing, and he'll be brilliant for England next. But I'm sorry, I really backed Odegaard. And he has it all. And he's the last man on the pitch when we've had a bit of a rubbish game. Mind my language. And he's always there, isn't he? The last man on the pitch. He's so professional.
First to thank the fans. He's always first to thank the fans.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, wasn't it funny watching Jesus listening to the ref? And I was thinking, does he actually understand what the ref is saying? And then him and Gabby, they were both having a conversation. It was like Jesus is telling Gabby, "Oh yeah, he said this," because you can literally lip read, you know, because the cameras were on them. And it's like, this is the blind leading the blind here, because they both probably don't understand much.
But he probably thought he was talking to Trossard.
Sorry?
He probably thought he was talking to Trossard.
Next. I'm going to be a little bit controversial. I'm going to be a little bit controversial here because everybody knows I'm not Partey's biggest fan, right?
No, actually, he had a bad game yesterday.
It's common knowledge. This lad seems to have one good. He wasn't that good in the North London derby, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly, he's like an old faithful dog that you've got, right? Where he'll do something right once, and then you feel like you've got to take him outside and shoot him.
Des, I disagree.
No, well, that's what I'm here for, mate. End of the day,
I disagree. Honestly, I just think Arsenal fans are looking for the sexy 5-6-0s. And the last two games. No. But see, for me, the last two games, Martinelli, outstanding. Partey, outstanding. Jorginho, outstanding. I just see football different. I'm loving what's happening right now, bro.
Mark,
I'm sorry.
Mark, just for a bit of clarity, so you understand where I'm coming from, right? And sorry to keep cutting on you. And this is all I'm going to say on it. I get really annoyed when Partey can't even make a 10-yard pass. That's when I get annoyed.
Well, he gave away the penalty.
Exactly, and he gave
it was accidental. It was accidental. See, if you see,
he gets lazy.
No,
sorry. He does. Partey gets lazy.
Thomas Partey.
Mark, I can agree that it was accidental.
Thomas
agree with
Partey, we done the watch along last night. I didn't even see the knock, and it just happened. Thomas Partey has not even played 50% of the games in the last 3 years. That is facts. This guy has been injured like there's no tomorrow. Since the start of the season, Arteta has just thrown him in, and he's having to do a job. Now,
Sorry.
take this into perspective. We have navigated Aston Villa away, Tottenham away, been down to 10 men at home to Brighton. We went away to Atalanta, and we've came away with a 0-0 draw. How can we criticise? This is unprecedented. These are difficult, and we're without our best team.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question then. This is to all of you, right?
Okay.
Quickly,
Yeah.
Right. And I don't mean to take over the whole chat here. It's just
No,
popped into my
please
head.
No, you carry on.
This has just popped into my head, right? Let me put it to you this way, Mark and ladies, right? If Marino was fit, would Partey be on the field?
No.
Sorry,
So-
I'm the worst person to ask this because I really didn't know who he was. But can you just enlighten me? He's quite mature. How good is he? Is he worth?
He's going to be the number 8 Arsenal.
Are we
We're
talking
talking about
Marino?
Marino.
Yeah, Marino, whatever his name is.
Mourinho.
How good is he? Well, he's a World Cup winner, Ange.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, this. He's Brazilian, isn't he?
No.
Oh, Spanish. Sorry,
He's
Spanish.
I'm breaking it down for you.
He's Spain's number 1 ranking.
Oh, okay.
In
Okay.
midfield,
No,
yeah.
fair enough.
He'll play
He's
the
a World
left
Cup
day.
winner. Go on,
He'll
Mark.
play the left day, and Declan Rice will go into 6. That is the Arsenal's new midfield. But when you think about what we're going through right now, you've got Mourinho out. You've got Declan Rice was out of last against Tottenham, and then you've got Odegaard out. That's our best midfield out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
That's interesting.
honestly. So when I'm speaking about Arteta, 36, George Graham football, this is what it's about. It's honestly, and if you're all,
No, okay.
if you,
Well, look, more
this is it.
importantly, and I love him because I love Brazilians. Next, my big Gabby, he fell on him.
Oh,
How long is he going to be injured for?
Yeah,
Well,
but
he's
you know
got
when
over
they
the tactic.
found,
Well, they're saying a couple of months, aren't they? But he's already done a month.
Okay.
But
he'll be back in October.
If
Yeah.
Gabrielle falls on you, it's like a tank falling on you. So you're going
Well,
to
yes, I
you're
get
going to
that.
break. You're going to break.
Just
something.
so unfortunate, wasn't it?
yeah.
Just so
I
like,
just-
mate.
Mark, I just want to go back to one more point that you made where you said Arsenal fans want 5 or 6 nils, yeah? And again, I'm not saying you're wrong, but for me, right, I would take an ugly win and get 3 points than an 8-0 and look flat.
100%. That's why I am
Yeah,
enjoying
we
this
agree on
football.
that.
This
Goes
is why
right.
I'm enjoying this football right now.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
get it.
enjoying. I am enjoying ugly football. Arsenal fans are having a meltdown, and I'm loving it. I'm
Yeah.
honestly, it's like this is fantastic. If you know our DNA is 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Of course. Yeah.
That is it. I don't care. I'm loving it. And
Do you not
Arteta's
think-
going to-
Mark, do you not think that part of yesterday's game has been reflected back from the Spurs game, because we were on such a high, we had such a high adrenaline that the come down was just like, we won,
Yeah.
we've done it, yeah. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden we've come into this game and we've not been able to pick it up. But now we've got to come back on this high because we need to go to City and just whip their ass.
Yeah, no, 100%. There was a massive, you're absolutely right with that. I think after the Brighton game, there was a massive drop. And
Yeah.
then we went to the Tottenham game where everybody was deflated. We get this win, it was ugly. We get the win, and you're right, we go away to Atalanta, and we didn't create much. We could have had Martinelli, if he was balanced properly, maybe scores, I don't know, but we could have got a result. But you're absolutely bang on. I think it's highs and lows. And I think this is the Arsenal fan base. It's highs and lows of the way they react to games. When I try to be more pragmatic in that, where
Yeah.
We've conceded 1 goal this season in the hardest start that I've ever seen in my history, my lifetime. I'm in my late 40s. It's the hardest start ever. Your best midfield's out, and we've conceded 1 goal, and we're down to 10 men.
Yeah.
It's blown my mind how good that we actually are, but I just guess people see it differently to me. So,
Do you not think that Declan Rice has put a lot of pressure on him? Well, there is a lot of pressure on Declan Rice because of that stupid red card. And do you think now he's going to be more cautious?
no, I called the Declan Rice card correctly, I think, and it was called negative for it. But I thought that the referees are going to give these decisions against Arsenal. I'm not trying to change the topic of your podcast, so I do apologise.
No.
But for me, we've seen other people kick the ball away and nothing happens.
Yeah.
But for Arsenal Football Club, we have seen decisions go against us. So where I'm at and where I'm thinking of Arteta is we have to change our mentality to take this on board.
Yeah.
And not do it. So, no, I don't think Declan's under more pressure. I think he's too professional for that, and I think his mentality is very, very strong. He came out after the game and apologised. I don't think he'll kick the ball away. Others will kick the ball away, and that will be wrong, and that will merit a yellow card. However, we are not going to use this as an excuse to lose the league, and that's where my head's at with this football club. So it's a different perspective, guys. But yeah.
Don't you think there's a lot more expectations as well? I mean, we've seen Martinelli do so well prior to him being injured, and because he's back and he's not getting those goals, we're criticising him. And it's a confidence thing. Saka has the same thing. You know, he lost his confidence when he came back. So it's a natural progression. Jesus as well. He's never been able to recover because he keeps having injury after injury. So, but this with Odegaard being out, I think has really given us a huge lesson, and for the team to step up like they did at the Spurs game. They stepped up, not having these two, main players. And we can, the team is saying, actually, we can do it. And Arteta is changing the game plan through the game.
Well, as an example from the North London derby, guys, I've heard a load of Tottenham fans saying there's a blueprint to beat Tottenham now, right? That's what they're saying. There's no blueprint to beat Arsenal.
No.
You've got to turn up and play your best game. Otherwise, we'll dominate. Yeah. And I agree with Mark, what he said about Declan Rice, and I don't think we're taking it off anywhere else, because at the end of the day, we're talking about Arsenal, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? So that's cool. Yeah. But what I will say is this: Arteta look how he's turned the fan base round. Yeah? Arteta out. Well, no, give the boy a chance. We were always saying, on this channel, I'm on other channels as well, and so are you, Mark, and Ange, and everybody's on different channels. Yeah. But on this one, we was always saying, no, give Arteta a chance.
Yes.
And he's proven himself, right? Don't get me wrong, he's human. He makes mistakes. I could be manager of Arsenal, and Mark Seamer could be manager of Arsenal, and we could be doing an absolutely brilliant job. They always remember you for the mistake you make. They never remember you for the good you do.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you've only got to make one mistake to upset a certain group of fans, or a minority of fans, or a majority of fans. It doesn't. The scale is irrelevant. The scale, it could be that minuscule. Yeah, but someone's going to be unhappy about it. It's that old saying, isn't it? You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time.
All the time.
No,
exactly.
I'll tell you what. I'll give Arteta some credit. He walks around with chest, and he backs his chest up.
Yeah.
And do you know something? That video you showed at the beginning of the season when Arsene Wenger was in it and all that, right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm fond of the Arsene Wenger days, right?
Yeah.
At certain periods.
Yeah.
But now, Arteta's got me focused on this team. Yeah?
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. The Invincibles were amazing. Don't get me wrong and all that. But that was years ago. That was 20 years ago.
It's a past. It's gone.
Yeah, it's 20 years.
the fan base needs to focus on this team now. They need to support it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Criticise when you need to criticise. I ain't got a problem with that.
Yeah.
That's called free will. That's called freedom of speech. That's absolutely fine. But you need to support this team now. And there's nothing. You can shout on Twitter. You can do this on that. You can blind on everything else. But you know what? It ain't going to make a jot of difference because you ain't going to change sweet FA.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, going back to the Martinelli thing, and I am protecting the boy right now. And I'm critical. I try to be fair when it comes to Arsenal. I'll try my best to be balanced. Although I'm balanced towards Arteta. However, I'll put that to the side. Martinelli's best season, he had Kieran Tierney or Zinchenko left back. He had Xhaka in left 8, and then there was Martinelli. And the fluidity was the same as on the right-hand side between Ben White, Martin Odegaard and Saka. So it was the exact same, and you've seen the best results coming out of that. That was broken last season.
Yes.
And Martinelli's confidence is totally gone.
Yeah.
Totally gone. And if we go back to the Aston Villa game last season, when we lost that game, which was not the game that lost us the league, by the way, because I do attack Arsenal fans on this. But if we go back to that game, Martinelli was 25 yards out and he was not defending. Zinchenko was on right back at that point. Honestly, he lost his head and he went to right back. If you go back and watch highlights, you'll see it. And Arsenal lost that game. This season, or at least the last couple of games in our hardest period, Martinelli is doing the defensive work. And I love him for that.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Yeah,
It's like, you've got my attention, bro.
Yeah.
Keep doing this. Keep doing this, and it'll all come good. And ignore the white noise. And I like that statement. White noise is the best that you could ever hear.
Yeah.
Block it. It's there. Ignore it. Go away. Not listening to it. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to do my thing. My boy will come through.
He had that great run back, didn't he, in the second half, that he just sprinted all the way back to defend the ball.
100%, yeah.
Brilliant there. I mean, he's got the pace.
What I like about it is this. End of the day, Martinelli's going, right, I haven't got the ball. What can I do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he, like you said, that run back to defend. And that is teammates backing teammates up. It's as simple as that. Yeah? It's the will to win, the want to win, and backing your teammates up.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say, because we are talking about Martinelli at the moment, right?
Yeah.
I just want to expand on it just for a second. Why Martinelli doesn't look as good to a lot of Arsenal fans is he's not getting the service. He doesn't get the service that Saka gets.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because Odegaard and Saka, they seem to know what each other's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Poor Martinelli, he hasn't got that service.
Sorry, can I stop you there? Because I do the women's games. But yeah, this is the problem we're getting with Russo and Stina. They do not get the service. Something is going wrong.
No, I agree.
Two amazing strikers. Proper old terminology. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Because end of the day, I think everybody on this panel, Ange, with respect, is old school.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We are old school. Even though we've supported this team in this decade, we are old school. Because we've been there, we've seen it, we've done it. Yeah? But I will say, right, end of the day, Martinelli still hasn't reached his full potential yet.
He hasn't. No, he hasn't either. Yeah.
How old is he now? Sorry, how old is he? He's still a young man, isn't he?
20, 24?
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Is he 23?
Well, he is, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been with us forever, hasn't he? He really is part of the academy, isn't he, technically?
Yeah.
He is.
No, but he's getting a lot of stick because we're so used to him scoring the goals. So, but then, you know what? What about everybody else? What about Trossard and Jorginho, who are the maturer ones, in the team? They should be doing a bit more then, shouldn't they? But you know what? We're not criticizing them. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. Right.
You're
So okay. So we're done with the
Googling
Atalanta
Martinelli's age.
game.
Sorry, I'm googling Martinelli's age. I'll be with
Oh
you.
yeah, are you?
Is
Yeah.
he 23? I think is he 23, 24?
Yeah. I
So
think
what do you how does everyone feel about Sunday? We've got the women's, and then we've got the double, with City. We're playing against City. So in the morning 12:30 we kick off with the women's at the Emirates. Brilliant.
I've got to apologise. I'm going to try my damnedest this year to get more into the women's game. I do try to watch them,
Yeah.
and I also want to watch Academy more as well.
Yeah.
I don't do enough of that, even in the slightest.
Maybe we can try and go to the academy game, the under 21s. Arsenal beat Liverpool, and they're playing in Boreham Wood,
Right.
and that'd be really exciting because I went to the one last year with Arsenal beat Man City. Oh my God, it was brilliant! What a game! I was there with Emerson. It was brilliant.
I need to do more of that because I do love my football club like there's no tomorrow, but I'm not delving enough into the women's game. I do watch Arsenal women, I do,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, and
Yeah.
I do watch them, but not enough. Going into the City game, it's going to be the ugliest and sexiest low block you could ever get, and we're coming away with 3 points. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's going to be revoltingly good.
Yeah, there's one for you, Gunnar Matters. Mark, lol, that is the criteria.
So Martinelli is 23, guys. He's 23.
Yes.
I thought that.
So he's older than Saka.
He's still a baby.
I know, he still is.
We know.
And what's your take on the City game? I know we haven't got Larissa on today. I mean, she'd be firing away as well, gunning on who should start, who shouldn't start. What about you?
Whoa, okay. Well, I've made a few notes here. Now I missed her. I don't know when it was. I haven't listened to Jonas, but I'm pretty sure that Steph's still out, which is pretty important for us. I mean, I can tell you now, it's going to be Cody and Leah Williamson. That is becoming a really good CB partnership. I'm going to say we got Kate. Oh, I love Katie McCabe. Yeah. I'm going to say she'll partner up with Fox. The biggest factor is going to be, are you going to play Russo and Steiner together?
Yeah.
I personally don't like it. I don't think it works, but who am I? Next.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm really 50. I mean, Emerson can help me out on that one. I'm really 50-50. Kyra Cooney Cross, yeah, she's been made, and definitely Super Mario, as I call her, Coincidentally. I'd like to see Ford back there. She's a good winger.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's like they're talking about Martinelli. Technically, no, I did it to a degree. Sometimes you just need to get your mojo back. And whoever supports Rangers, not the women. Yeah, she sure got it back for them. 40, as we call her. Yeah. I personally think if she's fit, as far as I'm aware, she should be a starter down the wing. And then you've got to try and squeeze in Marnham, whatever. Frida. Yeah. Sorry, you have to help me out there.
Question. I've got a question about Marnie. You said you didn't like the Russo Stenier.
Yeah.
Could you not flip it for Russo Marnie?
Well, that's an interesting concept. Well, he ain't done it so far. I mean, Emerson would be better to talk about it than me. That is a very interesting concept. I suppose because technically Russo and Steiner are your number 9s.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's
if you're as a fan, if you're talking like that you don't like the partnership, is it time to look at something else? Is basically what I'm saying.
I totally take that on board. And also another thing, because and I was blessed to be there up at Wolverhampton, and of course we had a scare with Frida, and thankfully she's absolutely fine. But I think probably behind the scenes. There's still a little bit of monitoring. I could well be wrong, but yeah, when she went down that time, it was scary. And a good old Arsenal, they never tell you exactly what's what.
No.
Yeah.
Ange, did you see Jonas getting sacked if he doesn't produce this season?
You know what? Everybody's like, oh, out with Arteta. I have so backed Jonas. I've so backed him. But, and I really ain't, I'm not a manager of coach. But I think this is make or break, a bit like Arteta. Sorry, it's all about silverware. And yet, last 2 years we got the Conti Cup. Well, it's a League Cup now. Back to old-fashioned terminology. I want to be a series for the women, series contender for the WSL. Good. Well, let's get past the next Thursday, is it? For the Women's Champions League. And also, I keep banging on about it. I love my FA Cup. That's what I grew up with. And actually, at the time, I was an Arsenal supporter. My dad come from North Devon. He was a bit flip-flop. It was on telly, but he loved football next. Although he was because he did his national service. You're like this, Des. He was stationed at the Royal Woolwich.
All right.
Yeah. But I love my FA Cup, and I think that's so undervalued.
Yeah,
I want Arsenal men and women to go for that.
Yeah,
and I've got to agree with you. I love the FA Cup.
Come on,
there's nothing like the FA Cup.
Yeah, I love it all.
You know,
I mean, we've got Bolton, haven't we, in the Carabao Cup soon?
Yeah, Mark knows about that, doesn't he, Mark?
What was that? Sorry,
the Carabao Cup. The Bolton.
You know about that?
Oh yeah. Oh. I tried to get a ballot. I'm a red member, so I tried to ballot for 2 tickets, and I'm obviously in Scotland, and I always fail. So I get an email in the morning to say you're not getting any. You failed again. Typical Arsenal. So I went on to Football Prices, and I bought. I watched the Highbury Squad in the evening podcast. And I went on, and they were advertising Football Prices. So I went on and bought 3 tickets you could win hospitality to Leicester Arsenal.
Yeah.
So I thought, give it a go. 3 tickets. It cost me 12 quid, roughly just under. I won it an instant prize. Hospitality for 2 to Bolton next Wednesday, 2 days before my birthday.
Yes. Whoa!
Yeah.
Come and see me.
Yeah. Well, 100%.
Come and see me.
Is that what you live?
Yeah, 100%. I'm traveling down Tuesday. Des told me today do a live vlog.
Yeah.
So I've got to do. I'm going to do a vlog, Des. I will do that 100%.
I know you will.
So I travel Tuesday. I'm going down to Preston, staying over, training it down. I get in about 2 o'clock there. I think my tube is like 3 stops, and then I'm staying right beside the Emirates. So I'll be there for about 3 o'clock, and then I'm just all Arsenal. I can't wait. I can't wait.
So when you're there, message me, and then you can come and meet me in my area.
Yeah. I'd love to
catch up. Yeah, John's been and met me there as well. So
yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
Catch up with you. So so come on, guys. City, what are we gonna do? What do you think's gonna happen? Is Saliba still gonna have Haaland in his pocket?
Gabriel's going to smash him out the park. He'll be probably injured. He's having sleepless nights. He's already not sleeping. This guy is not going to bed at night. He's like Pep's giving him cocoa right now, trying to get this guy to relax and sleep. And he can't sleep. He knows what he's going to come up against. It's not happening. Our defence are going to absolutely destroy them. And Martinelli is going to come up, bang one in, and just shut everyone up. Yeah. Just like the Emirates last season. He's going to shut everyone up. We'll take the 3 points and we move on.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's no fan base here. We're all crying and all collapsing. It's all good. The passion's here and it's coming back. We are winning this.
Yes, I think so. I think we've got it. And we're not even going to actually, like even the Spurs game and City, I don't feel nervous. I'm not sure about you guys, but I do not feel nervous.
I
at
don't
all.
either.
Yeah.
The Spurs game was horrible. I was on a preview.
Oh, come
show.
on, North London derby's always the worst.
Yeah, but
Honestly,
I live near there. That's what upsets me.
I'm always up for the North London derby because anytime we can beat the London KFC, I really don't.
It takes. Do you know what? It takes too much emotion out of you.
We don't.
Honestly,
Concentrate through it. I had to go and actually do other things. I really did. Mate. I'm watching it, but I'm not. It's just like,
I had to take notes because I was on a podcast.
That's me.
Freaking watching it.
I'm like
Freaking watching it, and it's like I didn't even get adrenaline.
Yeah.
It's like all the emotions that come through. I'm trying to calm it all down, write it down, take all these notes, and afterwards, even about 2 hours after the game, I was flat.
Yeah.
We just beat Tottenham, and I'm flat. It just takes so much of your energy. It's like any other game. It's not like that. You could get involved.
Exactly.
The only pleasure I take is I've got quite a few Spursy friends. I've even got one in the family.
That's good.
And I love it the way they go quiet. You don't see it.
Ange, the week before, they're always chest out, giving it their
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Man City, Seema. Right, here we go. Yeah. Right. No Kevin De Bruyne, which is good.
Well, no, he hasn't said no.
Oh, actually, I saw something this evening.
Has he actually said it recently? Because I haven't watched the telly for a bit.
As of what was it? What day are we on now? We're on Friday. I read something on Monday. As I say, it could have changed.
Yeah.
De Bruyne wasn't going to be in the game.
And he's not playing mind games like he did with Haaland because he's on compassionate leave. And all of a sudden he's back in the game.
I'm thinking of getting an assassination squad together to take out Rodri.
Oh, God, yeah. I really don't like him.
I would never condone violence whatsoever, but if you need help,
excuse me, who said anything about violence?
Yeah, he's not doing it. He's getting someone else to do it.
I'm getting someone else to do it, mate. Not me. Wash my hands of that one.
Well, let him go on strike. Let Rodri go on strike.
To be honest, right?
Do you know what? Sorry, this is going back to 115 and counting. Yeah, let all the Man City players go on strike. We'll just take the game. Give us the points. Next.
Right,
we have beat them before.
Let's talk about the 115 for a minute, and let's just be real quick about it.
If you get me started, it'll not be quick.
No, I'm not trying to get you started. It's one statement. It's quick and short. Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, seriously?
No.
It ain't going to happen. Next.
I'll tell you.
Period.
They're bringing too much of this into the
Premier
League.
No. I'm not having it. I'm going to give you a different take.
Mark, before you kick off, everybody's got their price. Everybody.
I'm not having it. I'm telling you outright. The Premier League brand is too much and too big to damage. So Man City are not getting away with it whatsoever. I've heard about the government in Saudi. I think that's to soften the blow for what's about to happen to Manchester City.
Yeah.
There's not. I said this to you, Mark. I said this to you last week, and I'm going to stick by it. And I'm just going to be really quick, right? The football associations, whichever they may be, Scottish, Welsh, Irish, British, whatever, as a precedent, what they did to Rangers when they knocked them down 4 divisions, and the way they've treated Everton, and they were going to, I don't know if they have yet, or they're going to treat Nottingham Forest, right?
Leicester as well. I think Leicester's another one.
These guys should be playing in the Southern Vanarama League.
Yes,
I'm an ex-Barnet girl. Yeah, throw with Barnet. No, I like
This is what's going to be to happen. Honestly, I've watched this case all the way through. They got away with it through UEFA because there was this thing called time bar. And
Yeah.
time bar is over a 5-year period. We're not like just put it out there. It's over a 5-year period. So Man City could not get done for there were periods of the offences that they caused. So they appealed it, got away with it. What they're doing right now, and people have forgotten about this, they're suing the Premier League right now. That case has been ongoing for the last 2 months. Man City are a way to get bulldozer through at them, like there's no tomorrow. So Rodri, Haaland, Rodri, I hate you because I'm Scottish for obvious reasons, but Rodri, Haaland, I'm not taking De Bruyne, I'm not taking Foden. Maybe a couple of your defenders, you could come over to Arsenal, we'll give you a new platform because you guys are going to be stripped of everything.
Yeah.
I don't want titles. I don't want your titles. And Pep Guardiola, for the record, you deserve to go to jail for 15 years for what you've done to me for the last 2 years. You took away 2 of my titles, go to jail. Honestly, Monopoly.
You know what? I can't abide the bloke. He really winds me up.
He
Seriously,
pisses
I
me
cannot-
off as
no.
well. I'm trying
here's
not to
my-
swear, but
Here's my
And I
quick
don't
take
do
on it.
Oasis either, for the record.
I don't either. Here's my quick take on it, right? I tell you this now, this is the truth, right? This is it. Like you, Mark, if they were stripped, let's just say hypothetically they were stripped, because it's allegedly still at the moment, isn't it, right?
yeah,
So
of
let's
course.
just say they were stripped, right? I don't want the titles. I want Arsenal to go and earn them. I don't
Thank
want to be
you.
given them.
Yeah.
I want to smash them this season for that reason. I don't want no excuses. When we win, we dominate.
Yeah.
I want to do it this season.
Yeah.
This
Mark,
season.
I guarantee you, there's going to be a row of judges and a load of barristers and lawyers that are never going to need to work again in their life, mate. Honestly. The brown
Yeah,
brown
100%.
envelopes, mate. Oi, fella, take that.
Exactly.
Just
Anyway.
like those referees.
All right.
Don't get me started on that. I got to give you stories on that as well.
Please do start. Let's do.
I'll get banned off. I'm going to get banned off this podcast.
Right.
It's
Let's
fine.
move on.
City prediction for Arsenal against City, right?
Yes.
Predict.
Yeah.
2-1.
Yes.
That's
I
my
agree.
prediction.
So
2-1.
you're conceding with Gabriel and Saliba at the back. You're conceding against Man City.
I think
What's
there's
the
just going
one
to be.
you did?
I think there'd be an
Oh,
error.
come on,
It's
it's Man
slight error.
City. Whatever
Mark,
we do, come
Mark,
on, it's Man City. Yeah, 2-1.
Mark, we'll go out in the car park in a minute and sort this out.
Honestly, I done a podcast too. Honestly, I done a podcast. Paul, if you're in the chat, I done a podcast. Everybody conceded against Tottenham. I did not. I've
No,
got
no,
Gabriel
you
at the
didn't.
back.
Hold on.
We are
Hold
not
on.
conceding. We're
I
not
didn't
conceding.
concede. Hold on. I didn't concede against Tottenham. I did not concede against Tottenham, right?
We're not doing it against City either.
Well, I'm doing it against City. You've got no, mate. Listen. You've got to concede against. Right. There's a reason why you have to concede against City, right? Listen.
No,
to me.
there's not.
Breathe a second. Breathe. Right. Listen. You have to concede against City in the respect of only in the. I'm not saying we might win 2-0, but all I'm saying is in the respect of this, right? City are levels, whether they're cheaters or not. City are levels above Spurs. They're levels, mate. Yeah, we're gonna have to be on our best. And let's be honest, right? Haaland could be stood on the blooming halfway line, stick his toe out, and still score. You know what I'm saying?
That's not. If Saliba's got him in the pocket, then nah. Sorry.
Exactly, 100%, 100%. Des, what's your nickname? What is your nickname? The Enforcer.
I'm not the enemy.
Yeah, you're the Enforcer. Gabriel's the Enforcer. Saliba's the Enforcer. Bro, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Don't give up. Don't give up.
I understand.
Yeah, I'll go with the good old 1-0. Never found
1-0 to the Arsenal.
To the Arsenal.
Jesus God,
I'll tell you
man.
what, look, this is me put my hands up. Right?
I think that City will score because we're going to be nervous.
There's no
We'll
good
settle
score.
down. There will be a bit of nerve-wracking bits of, they'll, they're supposed to do this, but they do this, or do you know what I mean? Like just some sort of silly tactic that's just going to go wrong.
All right,
What?
Mark, fair enough. I appreciate your passion. I'm not, I'm not against it in the slightest. But I tell you this, I know, Paul. I know I've lit a fuse. I know I've lit a fuse. It's all right, right? But look at that De Bruyne goal from last season that you didn't see coming out of nowhere and it went in. They could just do something like that, fella. They
But
could do
we've
something like
impressed.
that.
We had the best defence last season, and we've just improved on it. And we're playing the dirtiest, sexiest low block ever. Why
Totally
would we
agree, John.
concede?
You're spot
Why
on.
would we concede to them?
Yeah,
We are
I
not
agree with
conceding to
Caesar.
Manchester City.
Right.
I'll come back on next week. I promise. I'll come back on next week. I'll say the bet, and I'll shame over everyone. I'll shame
But hold on a
everyone.
second.
Okay, so what are you going for? What's the scoreline? Come on, guys. What's the scoreline? What do you think? Let's come to the
1-0.
scoreline. I mean,
1-0 to the Arsenal.
Des and I have said 2-1. What do you say, Mark?
1-0 to the Arsenal.
So
Okay.
hold on, let me fight my corner just for a second, right?
Yeah.
To everyone in the chat, Mark, everyone on this panel, because these two ladies are like sisters from other misters to me, right?
Yeah.
Tell you that now, okay? I want Arsenal to win.
Oh, definitely.
And
Yeah,
I
of
agree.
course.
I agree with Geezer. We have to beat Man City, plain and simple, right?
Yeah.
But there does come a point where they're a scoring machine, Mark. Right? They are a scoring machine. Whether you like it or you don't.
But we're a defensive machine.
Yeah, but
But listen, no, but Des, listen, they played in the Champions League and they didn't score a goal.
No, I know that. I get that. But that might be. We might be the what's the word I'm looking for? We might be the ones that suffer because of that. Because
We've
they didn't
conceded
score.
one goal. We've conceded one goal.
I know,
And
bro.
we're down to 10 men. We're down to 10 men.
I know. But what you're not getting as well. I didn't say Arsenal were going to lose. I just said they were going to let one goal in. And
Yeah, that's
But I'm
right.
not-
As long as we win. And sorry, that's how we lost last. We have to win home and away. City,
Exactly.
do City, then we're flying.
I've got this. I've got this weird.
5 more games.
I've got this weird prediction, and I said at the start, 2006, Chelsea broke the Premier League record with only conceding 15 goals.
don't care about Chelsea, mate.
We are a way to get close, if not do that.
Yeah, well,
And I am sticking by my guns on this. I am sticking by it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm
Got
not saying you
huge
should.
squad next. I don't know.
I'm not saying you shouldn't, right? And I'm not saying that my prediction's any better than yours. But what you are missing the point is, right? Even if I'd have said 5-1, you'd have kicked off because I said Man City
Of
was going to
course,
score one.
I'm not conceding. I'm not conceding.
Well,
I'm not conceding.
But I said the same too. I said it was
Exactly. I'm not conceding.
Raya ain't that good. He's going to let one in. I think we can all agree. No disrespect.
Yeah, the thing is,
Right.
me and Seema haven't picked a loss. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying this. This is what this is all about.
exactly.
This is what this is
Great
all
to
about.
have different opinions
Mark,
on the show. That's
if
what
you-
it's about.
With respect,
Yeah,
brother,
of course it
if
is.
you back me into a corner and I'm the same, I'm not going to treat you any way different to how I would treat anybody else, right? You back me into a corner, I'm like a dog, mate. I'll bite back.
Yeah,
And that's all
that's
this
fine.
is. That's all this is. That's all it is.
So
I'll
if
come back.
if we're saying 2-1 and Mark is saying 1-0, who's the scorer?
Woo. Woo.
Everyone Martinelli.
Early.
Everyone
You're going to play him.
Don't kick him off again. Don't kick Mark.
Who's going to score, Mark? Who's going to score?
Seema,
Martinelli.
take your big spoon back to the sink, all right?
I'm taking Martinelli. I'm taking
Guna Matis,
Martinelli.
I
Yeah,
said
good old
2-1.
Nelly. I love that boy.
Who's going
Yeah,
to
he'll
score our
shine,
2 goals?
he'll shine.
Fair, Seema. Who's going to score our 2 goals?
I reckon it's gonna be either Gabby or Saliba. Actually, it may well even be Calafiori. The height.
Oh,
in the
what
box.
a good.
So you're
what a
saying
good
that
shout.
are you saying that we would score both from a set piece then?
I reckon so. Our set pieces, even though we started off not so great with our set pieces, they were terrible in the Brighton game. Okay, Saka was just not getting those balls in properly. But I reckon now consistency. And another thing, by the way, that Emerson had brought up was how good was the goalkeeper coach giving Raya, his pet talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. That was brilliant.
Brilliant.
So Can I put another spanner in the works?
Go on.
Right, okay. Mark, I want you to breathe when I say this, right?
I'm breathing. I'm off camera.
Breathe
I'm off camera.
breathe
I've
in,
got
hold
off camera.
Right. Saka to score one and Sterling to score the other.
Oh!
Sorry, who? Saka one?
Saka to
Sterling.
score one and Sterling to score the other, Ange.
Yeah, I'll do that easily. Yeah,
That
I'm a
would be
Sterling
beautiful.
fan. I'll hold my hand
Oh,
up.
see, I thought that would flare Mark off because he's like, what, take Saka off? You know what I mean?
No. I'm not.
Are you sure? Are you
Oh,
sure?
no,
Yeah. No. I have
please.
to. No. I'm sure.
You know what?
I wasn't.
Some people that come from Chelsea look all right in our kit, but Sterling does not fit the kit.
The only thing I don't get with
Well,
Sterling is
Seamer.
when Sterling
Yes.
runs, sorry, Ange, when
Yes,
Sterling
Ange.
runs, what the hell's going on with his hands?
Yeah. Sorry, Ange. What are you going to say?
All right. Yes. Yeah. Okay. It weren't the best. I'm not going to lie. Next. Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, 2-1. Saka and Sterling to score. Haaland to score for them.
Okay.
Haaland scored nothing. He's not scoring. Des, he's not scoring.
Well, I tell you
Yeah, I
what,
don't think Haaland would score. No, I think Saliba's going to do a great job with him.
Right. Well, we'll see. One of us is going to be right. Thing is, one of us is going to be right. One of us is going to. Mark, we'll have a lovely conversation on Sunday evening if I'm right.
Des, see if we keep a clean sheet against City, I'm sending a bar of soap down to your house, and I want you to wash your mouth up, bro. You know what? Honestly, on the fact I was conceded, it's
I'll
not
tell you what. I'll
happening.
go one better, mate. If your prediction is right, I will wash my mouth out with soap on camera.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
If his prediction is wrong, you can tell me, and I'll give him.
Sorry, Dave.
If you see,
you'll meet me before Bolton. You're going to meet me before Bolton.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'll give him the punishment next week.
Yeah. So that's all right, Mark. If
I don't think you need to advertise that, Seema.
If
you could be getting some dodgy,
you get a punishment, right?
That's so funny.
Okay, so Guna Matters would like us to predict the Bolton game as well for Wednesday next week.
15-0.
Oh my God! What, a bit like what Man United did, 7-something. Was it 7-0 or something?
All joking apart, I think it could be something like that. Yes, I really do.
Yeah.
We could score 4 from set pieces, 3 from Saka, and 1 from Martinelli.
I don't even know if he'll play Saka because he can play the young ones in this one.
No,
well, he could.
No, I disagree totally.
Sorry,
I disagree totally. I think is it Stepford, the Ajax goalkeeper, was signed to his only 18-year-old. I think he'll play and go.
Yeah.
What, not Neto? Not Neto?
Neto's cup tied, bro.
Yeah, he's cup tied. Yeah.
Oh, of course he is.
So I think I'll be Stepford and goal, the 18-year-old. I'm excited to come down and see Lewis Kelly.
Yes.
I'm excited by this guy. See the small bits that I've saw the under 21s. Lewis Kelly is banging it. Honestly, this kid, he's got it all, and so I'm so excited to come down for this game just simply for that. I think I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal, and I'm conceding the goal because Gabriel and Saliba are not at the back, so the enforcer, don't go back at me on this. It's scared back up. But I think 3-1 and the kids are going to come out beautiful. And I think, I also think that Sterling will show up in that game as well. So, oh God, right. That's enforcer.
Can I retract my 15-0 for a second and give you a
yeah. Quite conservative. I would have said 5-0.
Well, no, I do. No, I'll back you up, Seema, right? Sorry, Ange. I've just got to say this quick, right? I will back you up, Seema. The truth of it is, I think Wayne Yeri will also play.
Yes.
If we score early,
Yeah.
the floodgates could open.
Yeah.
And if the floodgates open, I think it could be a 5-6, maybe even a 7-0.
Yeah. 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 I mean, as long as we don't underestimate them, because you look what happened with Fulham, that penalty shootout, and then, them losing to Preston, and, but anyway, we're going to think positive. So, yeah, so I'm going 5-0. He's going 3-1. You're going, Ange is going. Matters. I hope you're knocking this down. So.
Sorry, right, we did the Man City one. We're going on to the
Bolton.
one.
Bolton, yeah.
Yeah, Bolton. Well, on paper, I'm not going to be that generous. 3-0.
Okay.
And I think
There's
that's
5, 6, 7.
I can just see this going horribly wrong. I'm the prophet of doom here. Next.
Oh, here we go. Look out for Jimmy Gower and Bolton and Inwiri. Bolton and
yeah. I'll go 6, Glenwyn. If you're writing it down, I'll go 6 then.
Great. Well,
I will agree with Geezer, though. We need to get the win over the women and the men. City.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely we need that, yes. Right, well, it was only meant to be a half-hour show, but look at this, guys. An hour is up, which is brilliant.
You can't do nothing in a half-hour, Seema.
Well, it was just to entice people in and say, let's just do a quick one so we can, get on with the evening. But, and this is, but it's brilliant.
I think the chat's enjoyed it.
Yes.
I think that's what. I apologize. This is me. I come on and just raise.
It's okay. Guna Matters will slap me on the hand later. But it's fine. It's brilliant. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much, Des. Thank you so much, Ange. And thank you, everybody in the chat and everyone else is watching. Great. It's a great evening. And yes, come on, Arsenal. We've got this. We've got it.
Come on.
Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah. Right.